So, what are some of the most common misconceptions new mothers have about postpartum recovery, and how do you help reframe them?
I think, I mean, I can't say for certain, but I think a lot of moms think that it's just going to come easy, and come naturally. And for most, it does. But I think for some, it doesn't. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad mom because it doesn't happen immediately. I think they grossly underestimate the fact that that baby will be awake. And if that baby is sleeping for 6 hours, if you're a mom, please listen to me, especially if you're having your first baby. Your baby shouldn't be sleeping 6, 7 hours as a newborn. That is not normal. Babies need to wake up to eat, and them waking up also drastically reduces the risk of SIDS. That's not to scare you. That's to let you know what is biologically normal. Is biologically normal for a newborn to wake up every 2 to 4 hours. That's all. I think a lot of women don't, I don't want to say they don't understand that because I think we know that, but they always want to be the exception to it. I think specifically with birth, I know you said about postpartum, but I will say a lot of first time moms, think they're going to be the unicorn and have an 8 hour labor. And, just statistically speaking, first time moms, their labors are over 24 hours. And, it's just a big misconception. Now, of course, do unicorns exist and do they have babies in a couple of hours? Of course, there's nuance to everything. Of course. But I think we need to really understand when you go into postpartum recovery that this is not a time to just bounce right back and everything's going to be great and we're just going to be ourselves again. I think that is what really puts you in that space in your mind where you start to get depressed, you start to get upset because you don't know who you are. So, preparing mentally and spiritually and emotionally for the role that you are about to take on is completely misunderstood, is not talked about, is not paid attention to. So for me, if I'm going to work with a postpartum client and I'm coming in before, because usually I prep with them a little bit before, whether it's 1 or 2 times, I talk about that. And I'll even recommend books. I'll recommend certain, even podcasts or whatever it is, even certain Instagram accounts. And I really talk about that because I need you to reframe that in your mind that you are not the same woman before you had the baby. You're now somebody else. And both are beautiful, both are amazing, both are needed. But we don't really pay a lot of attention or pay any honor to what it looks like to go through transitions. I mean, we did it as children, right? We went from being kids, you get your first period, and now you're a teenager, and then your family makes this whole big deal about it. And oh my God, she's a woman, right? It's this whole thing. The same transition happens when you decide to become a mom. The same